Hello Taurus, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome as well. It's lovely to have each and every single one of you. So adjust this just a smidge. Okay, good enough. All right, so Taurus, I still don't like the way that looks. Guys, thanks for being patient. I know it's been a minute since I've been able to get some videos out. It's been, life is crazy. Life is always crazy for me. Running my own business and going and going and going and going. It's a lot sometimes, and there's not enough of me to go around. And if I'm not in a great space to do these readings, then I just won't do them because I want to make sure that the messages coming out to you are accurate and in alignment with where I'm at. So anyhow, Taurus, I was meditating and harboring change. The one thing that really came up and stood out to me was I had all this energy pulsating through my hands. And you know, the right hand is the giver, the left hand is the receiver of love. But it was like the love was being, the energy exchange was coming out of the left hand rather than coming in through the left hand, which I thought was really interesting. To me, what that's telling me is you need to open yourself up to love, because I feel like you're kind of pushing things away from you rather than taking them in. I also got the fact that there may be some, look at this hair, goodness, and there may be some challenges. You may have had something that you felt created some upheaval, but I think that it's important that you be fluid with the exchanges of energy that are happening right now. Don't get caught in that, that stubborn energy that you guys, you know, all fixed signs tend to get in. I'm not calling you out, Taurus. It's not just you. But we all have those tendencies, right? So I think that's going to be very important as we move through the month of June for you. So Taurus, this will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that is you, please discern the messages accordingly always and put them where they fit. Do not make them fit, and you know, you'll just make things crazy for you. Thank you to everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed, comment to the channel with all the ways you support it. I appreciate you very much and sending all my love as a result of that as well. And then if you guys are interested in a personal reading, I'm opening those back up. The last couple weeks have been too crazy for me to do a whole lot with readings. So if you're interested in those things, you can reach out to me via email and then, you know, we'll go from there, right? Okay, so Taurus. Let's see what is happening for you guys. See how those messages from the meditation come through in the cards today for you guys. So let's see. Taurus for 3 minutes and already. Holy moly. All right. Taurus. What does Taurus need to know, Spirit, for the month of June? A grand symphony and wish upon a star. Guys, timing is, I don't know that timing is the word. I feel like you're feeling a little defeated. Because I feel like you're kind of holding your breath, waiting, just waiting on something. And of course, for all of you, it will be different of what it is that you're waiting for, what it is that you're waiting to come together. Ears wide open. I just did Cancer's reading, and same card came out for them. Well, we'll see. I'm not going to open my mouth quite yet. Let's see. Make sure that you can see the forest for the trees. You know, it's one of those, or through the trees. It's kind of one of those energies that, open to discovery. See, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like you guys are missing something. Or you're just not seeing things in a way that is going to be productive for you right now. I'm going to reiterate to you, do not get steadfast stuck in energy that is not meant for you. You've got to be flexible to play with the energy around you that's going to open you up, because outside of what you see, there's something else on the other side of that. And I think you've gotten very fixated on a given way, but the thing of it is you have the key to unlock all of these things moving forward. It's just a matter of not whether you're going to go there. It's, you know, you may feel like you don't fit into a certain dynamic of something, whatever. I don't know what that means for you guys, but, you know, again, place it where it belongs. Into me, I see. This is heart space to me. Very much heart space energy. Do not get down on yourselves either. Beautiful and caging. There's that heart. I talked about that heart, right? That love, the idea of love, that flow from, you know, the chest there that goes through the arms and such. And is that universal flow of love that moves through us and you know, with that, or through us and out to other people. God, I can't talk. You have to be open to opening this up, okay? And it's like it's almost like you're dancing and playing with the idea of what is on the other side of where you are right now. But I feel like your confidence, for some reason, has been a little subdued. You have these ideas, you have these thoughts, you have this auric bubble around you that is going, do you see who you are and what you're capable of? But I also feel like your defensive energies are kind of cutting you off right now. So, interesting, you get 6, 7, 8. So 6, 7, 8 could be very important to you. You may be seeing that number, and then a 5 there, indicative of change. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So you may be seeing numbers that are ascending. There's magic on the other side of this. And guys, I'm going to say this to you too, as earth signs, that idea of the forest, seeing the whole forest, don't see things just in one aspect. There's dynamics around you that I think you have a preconceived notion of how it's supposed to work, or whether it's people, I really want to say people, that fit into your life. You're not looking at it the right way. All right? You're not seeing people or situations in various forms, rather than, it's like you may see somebody just as a romantic partner, as an example. Everybody can relate to that stuff easily. So we'll use that as the example. You may see somebody as a romantic partner. That's what you want from them, but maybe they're meant to be a best friend. You know, you may see something as the end-all be-all job, but what you don't understand is it's a temporary, seasonal thing in your life, rather than, you know, you want it to be long-term, but Spirit is saying that there's other things outside of how you're perceiving it to be, that it's going to work out differently for you. Don't get steadfast in the idea of it just has to be this one way, okay? There's something in my eyelash. So, because it's not about, I'm hearing the right now. It's about the long term. Don't see about what is just happening today. Look at it as to what comes outside of that in the long run for yourself too. Because you're building foundations, right? It's part of you build your foundations for the long term. They need to be stable and steady. Open yourself up to ideas and opportunities outside of just where you are sitting, what it is. It's like you're seeing what's right in plain sight, but you're not seeing the possibilities and potentials of all the different forms and ways that could come through just accepting things as they are, and allowing them to be what they need to be for you. So, all right, Taurus. Expressing free will. Taurus, please, Spirit, what else does Taurus need to know? Dispelling sadness. I feel like you're getting disappointed because things or people are not the way you thought they would be, or how you assumed that they would be. Expressing free will. My choices determine how brightly I shine. To me, this is about, again, this allowing yourself to be open. I just keep getting that, the need to be open, the need to just take it all in rather than bits and pieces of how you want it to be, okay? So my choices determine how brightly I shine. Expressing free will. In that regard as well, you're welcome to express that. You also may be feeling like you're hitting some kind of resistance with certain people or certain situations at this time too, where there's a need to communicate how you're feeling, what's going on, talking about these things so that you can be open to seeing things in a different way. I will say, you know, as humans, I don't know why, which it drives me completely batshit crazy, that people just don't authentically communicate with one another and say, this is what I think, this is how I feel. And a lot of times when we don't have that, the need to express where we're coming from, it leaves a lot of things in a state of confusion because we're fearful of rejection. We're fearful that, you know, things won't be the way that we want them to be in our preconceived notions. So, and I think that through this, by not expressing these things and not just being very honest with yourself, this is where this dispelling sadness is coming in. And I will feel better once I get the rest that I need. Take the time to think about what you're doing and why you feel the way you feel about certain situations. You know, I just want to go sit down and have a cup of coffee with people and talk about your visions, your ideas, how you see things, what, you know, how you truly feel about situations, but then also be open to exploring various ways that things could turn out instead of just one narrow-sided kind of way. Underneath that, amplifying abundance. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. And I think that through this, as you look into yourself as to why you feel the way you feel with certain things, that abundance does come in on the other side of that. Because now you have a better understanding. You can work with other people in a better way, that there's an expressive state between both sides. All right, so that's what's coming out there. Don't get yourself stuck, Taurus, okay? All right, let's see. Spirit for Taurus. What's Taurus got going on for the month of June? Taurus energy. 8 of Pentacles. That just came out in the Cancer reading I did too. So it's always interesting to see. I don't have a preset way that I put the videos out. I have my own little cards with the zodiacs, and I kind of let them show me, Spirit show me who's getting the next reading. And it's interesting to me too how, you know, they go kind of like in an alignment of how they kind of intermingle, where Cancer's kind of referred back to Aquarius and now Taurus. You know, some of the cards I'm seeing with you guys, slightly the same energy as Cancer, but not quite the same either. So you could have Cancer placements or be dealing with a Cancer perhaps. But I will say that I think that the correlation to the Cancer reading is a little minute. So don't get too hung up on that. Definitely check out your other placements as well. So you'll get a bigger all-around idea of what's happening in your world. So, all right, for Taurus, please. Taurus. The Tower. I'm going to take that in the upright. Whew. So, again, I feel like you... I feel like you feel that if this expression occurs, it's like an emotional imbalance as to how you see things. If this expression occurs of your free will or your ideas or your thoughts, that it's going to create a kind of tower moment for you. But I also feel like by not doing this, you are creating tower moments for yourself. So Tower, you know, some Scorpio energy, Capricorn energy for me as a reader. King of Wands, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius as well. Fire sign and the Devil. Oh boy, you guys. Taurus, it's been a little bit since one of your readings were a little crazy, and here we go. Guess you're due again, huh? Spirit is saying drop the arrogance. There's arrogance to something. When I see this King of Wands with the Devil in the Tower, you're going to get burned. You're going to get burned if you're standing in that sense. And the the Knight of Wands, you know, he's impulsive with this energy, these cards that are around there. Spirit is saying something is coming to a head here as well. I just feel like you're afraid of change. You're afraid of what has been for so long. A 4 of Pentacles, holding on to control. That, again, you know, Taurus, I'm not trying to kick your ass here today, but that was never my intention. But you're hanging on to something that does not work. There's something about this that is, you know, it's like you're holding on so tightly that, you know, I'm going to 7 of Wands and the Strength card. What I'm going to say in the 2 of Swords underneath that, 2 of Wands, the Moon. Taurus, you're exhausting me. Holy moly. Holding on so tightly, you know, like I'm going to use that old old little story about the bird, right? If your bird lands in your hand, you don't squeeze it, because if you squeeze it, his eyeballs are going to be bulging out, and he's going to feel like he can't breathe, and he's going to fight and fight and fight to get away from you. But if you just hold it and give it a safe space to rest and talk to it and nurture it without trying to control or hang on to it, it's more likely to stay, because it trusts that you're not going to harm it. It's not, the energy isn't coming through so heavy, right? So you may be trying to control things and, you know, enforce your will. And, you know, Taurus, again, this could be somebody that you're dealing with. This doesn't have to be you. But it's like somebody is putting their foot down about something, but it's coming from a space of some arrogance. The Tower has happened, and here's the thing. You're allowing your mind to run away with you. You're allowing these energies to, you know, it's like you only could see this, again, one particular way. This King of Wands, I'm getting a couple different storylines here from Spirit. This King of Wands may have just finally had enough of shit. So this could be you putting your foot down. This could be somebody else putting their foot down with you. This Devil energy with the Strength card, it's a master manipulator. It's controlling in all the wrong ways. You cannot walk through, I mean, well, you can do whatever the hell you want to do, right? There's that expressing your free will. But if you think that taking total control of a situation is going to bring you out of hurt, it will not. Pay attention to, and this is totally off course, but I'm going to go with it, your weight. And I don't mean this in a negative sense, but they're talking about, and I'm no doctor, so disclosure there, right? But something about the weight gain in the abdomen area too. So this could also be paying attention to, you know, your eating patterns, your toxicities, what you're putting into your body at this time too, because for some of you, I'm hearing you just may be emotionally eating right now. Spirit is saying that it's like that's, you know, you're turning to addictions or impulsive things that you're hoping will soothe, you know, how you're feeling, and they're not. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I've got so many things going on in my own mind for you guys, and from Spirit, from personal, you know, situations and people that I know. It's pretty crazy. But it's like you really need to hone in on the self. This is about you. This is about you honing in on you and creating things that are positive for you. Like you may have felt, again, this could be somebody you're dealing with, right? That you had mastered or capped off something is what they're giving me. And it's like, the shit's blowing up. There's something about this situation that is just blowing up. You might be getting some energies mirrored back to you that you don't like. And I will say, I'm going to say it's about a 50-50 that you, Taurus, you are dealing with somebody or some situation like this. So you're kind of on the receiving end of watching the bullshit go down. And then there's going to be 50% of you that this is where you are. So, you know, discern it accordingly. Be honest with yourself about where you are right now, okay? Very, very important energy to pay attention to. King of Wands, clarifying the Tower and the Four of Pentacles. Again, King of Wands twice. This is a battle of ego. This is a battle of wills. It's also about choices. Somebody may feel burnt by the choices that other people made. It's almost, there's a lot of frustration. That Nine of Wands again comes out. The Devil card on the bottom. You guys have two of Swords again. The Seven of Swords. Oh God. Okay. Spirit is saying that you feel victimized by a situation. But they're also saying it takes two to tango. I feel like there's fault on both sides of the fence, to be honest. For some of you, if you're not dealing with a person, it's like you're trying to control an inner demon, is what I'm going to call it. It's almost like this inner aggression in you is coming to the surface. And it's like, I'm going to be honest, I don't like this energy. Yep, it's coming through. It's coming up for a reason. There's a lot of fire. A whole lot of fire. I mean, I've got the Nine of Wands. It's got fire. I've got the King of Wands twice. It's got fire. I've got the Tower. I've got the Devil. It's got fire. Shit is being lit up. And then there's the Devil going, are you going to come back? Are you going to come back into this obsessive ways? Are you going to stay in that obsessive ways? A lot of mental. Your thoughts right now are ruling your life. Your thoughts and your desires. And when I see this screams to me obsessive, toxic, disillusioned, power struggles, fighting, turmoil. And this may be somebody that you're, Two of Cups there, somebody you're dealing with. Maybe you're trying to escape an energy of something that pulls you back in. This is some heavy shit, Taurus. I will say this to you, and even to Scorpio, because we've got the Taurus, Scorpio in the North and the South nodes right now. We're moving out of that in July. Whatever lessons, and I'm going to say this is specifically for people that in the last couple of years that we've sat with that Taurus and Scorpio in the North and South nodes, it's one more massive push to clear things. It is clearing things out. It is showing you what you need to know, and you are going to get a massive dose of hard lessons before this ends. This is intuitively what's coming through. You look at the astrology behind it. You look at all of these things, but damn, Taurus, pay very close attention to the last 2 to 3 years of the lessons, of the things that you have endured, why you have endured them, and by God, do not repeat them. Because this is control, this is pushback, this is mastering things. Like it's almost like you're a slave to yourself, you're a slave to your thoughts. This journey's been very difficult, but what I will say is the Nine of Wands and that King of Wands together, he's carrying one wand, that makes the Ten of Wands. It's the burdens of the past. It's the burdens of the things. It's like when you've become your own worst enemy because you didn't let go of control. You wanted, and for some of you may be dealing with somebody who's very greedy, or maybe you're greedy. You need to loosen up the grips. Wow. Wow. Devil twice, King of Wands twice. This is the Two of Swords twice. What is the Seven of Wands and the King of Wands spirit? Seven of Cups, confusion. Taurus, all that glitters is not gold. Knight of Swords underneath. It's time to stop running from the confusion. It's time to sit down and get real with yourself. Whatever aspect of your life you're finding confusion in, it's time to stop running from that. It's time to get very real. Sevens, 7 here too. Taurus. I feel like you guys have a lot of various options, obviously, with the Seven of Cups. But you're looking to everything but what you need. That seventh cup that you need, it's like you're exploring everything else to kind of shortcut where you're heading or where you need to go. I don't care if the Taurus and Scorpio South nodes and North nodes are going to move into Libra and Aries or not. You've got to master the lessons rather than mastering the ego. Like, I say mastering the ego, but it's like you're feeding the ego rather than mastering the lessons, if that makes sense. I hope I am explaining that correctly to you. God, I'm gonna hold on. Okay. There's the messages that are coming through. I always tell all my clients that I'll always be brutally honest with you. And in the same breath, I also am very cautious about how I say it, because words are spells, right? We manifest that, we put that out there. Taurus, to me, I'm trying to find the best way to put this. Oh my. You may be dealing with somebody who is in trouble, getting in trouble, locked up, something you yourself could be. If you're doing things you shouldn't be doing, stop. Come clean, fess up, be honest about it to get yourself out of a sticky situation. Because I feel like, you know, he's got these rings around his, or I guess they could be bracelets, around both of his wrists. And to me, though, it's like he's locked up. So this could be a metaphorical locked up. This could be an actual lockup. Like, I don't like the, I'm going to be honest, I don't like the energy. This stubbornness is taking you into spaces that are not healthy. I don't know how else to explain it. And it feels so damn dramatic. I don't like it. It's like drama filled, like, oh my gosh. But it's what's coming out. The cards come out the way they do for a reason. It's a message for somebody. Is everybody going to go, you know, get in trouble? No. But mind the company that you keep. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. What I say earlier about not learning the lessons. And to me, you know, the 8 of Pentacles in the upright, you're researching, you're reading, you're learning, you're on the path to success. That 8 of Pentacles in reverse is like everything you've ever learned is being forgotten. Everything that you've done is being forgotten. And it's like you're making yourself a sitting duck. And this reading is not going to be for everybody. But there is somebody out there that needs to hear this. And I'm not a fan of delivering these kind of readings, but I'm also not going to bullshit you. Taurus, I don't know what else to say besides you're not learning the lessons. You cannot control every situation you come in contact with. Yes, you can express yourself. Yes, you can talk about this. Yes, you can sit down and have coffee and get assistance. But you cannot control everything. You've got to let that go. You have to. Because when you don't, you're setting yourself up for a lot of heartache in the future. This took a turn I wasn't expecting. I'll say Spirit delivered the messages in the meditation a lot softer than what's coming out in this reading. All right, I'm going to grab some extra cards for you guys because I want to know what this is about. Like, what in the hell specifically is going on to the best of my ability. All right, why, Spirit? What's going on? The thinking woman in the reverse, envy. You know, the thinking woman, anxiety, financial constraints. There it is. Solar plexus. That's where our ego sits. That is, you know, I talked about, you know, it's like, here's the thing. This is what stuck out on the Tower card for me today. With this reading is that crown. Like, it was capped off. I said to you, like, you know, everything was fine, and then it's like an explosion, right? It's popped. There was that victory there for a while. There was a win there for a while. But now, all of a sudden, it's like it's imploding. Or you thought it was a win. It was a falsified win. You've got the solar plexus, the financial constraints, and the anxiety. There's something here that I feel like you did not think through. It may have been, you know, if this is an obsession, an addiction, a toxic relationship, codependency, whatever this might be. I feel like whatever it was, you put a Band-Aid on something. But underneath that Band-Aid, as that Band-Aid covered the wound, shit was festering under the surface. An infection was beginning. It was blistering. It was getting gross and funky. And now the reality of the situation is coming out. And there's all this anxiety and this emptiness that is sitting in this situation. And it's like, now what do I do? Now what do I do? Where do I go? How do I fix this? God, Taurus. 2 in the reverse, 2 in the upright. Thinking woman. You know, she's knowledgeable. She, again, research reminds me very much of the 8 of Pentacles, and she also very much reminds me of the Queen of Swords. I think you thought you had it figured out. You could be dealing with a feminine, or you could be a feminine that thought you had it figured out. But now it's leaving you. I feel like you or whoever you're dealing with, again, roles reversed as apply it as it is necessary. Goodness. But someone is feeling left out. Somebody is feeling like there's an envy to a situation surrounding everything. And it's very, very difficult, because it's like you didn't think things through. You just didn't think things through. One more card, please. Or wait, that was the sacral chakra. Or, yeah, the sacral. That might not have been the solar plexus. Anyhow, either way, desires. There's the devil, our desires to the external world. You guys, 9-10, 9-10, 9-10. I keep getting that 9-10 vibe. You could be seeing 9-10. You could be seeing 9s. You could be seeing 10s. Another 7, so 7-7-7 perhaps, or particularly 77 is what they're giving me. Quit wasting your time on things that aren't serving of you. I mean, really, it's like you just keep kind of going back to something that is not doing anything for you. If anything, it's pulling you down. You're wasting your time, your energy, your efforts on certain situations. Contract and community. Sorry, guys, my eyes are itching from my allergies. I'm going to say this to you again. If you... Spirit is just saying don't walk blindly. You could have signed contracts. You could have made deals. You could be working with other people. I'm just hearing you didn't read the fine print. You didn't read the fine print of a situation. So now you've got all these other energies around you that are involved, and I think it's causing confusion. There's a lot of confusion surrounding a situation. Again, this reading is not going to be for everybody. God, I hope not, because this is just heavy stuff. But your stability is at play, Taurus. I don't know, guys. Wow. I wasn't expecting this for you when we started this reading, but that took a turn real fast. Watch the arrogance of situations. I just feel like somebody, whether it's you or somebody else, is eyeballing a situation, watching, peering, spying, looking, wondering what to do, how to do it, how to get to where they want to be. But if you're hanging on to control, going back to the bird, you're going to make his eyeballs bulge out, and he's going to combust. It's not healthy. It's just not. I don't even know what else to say. I really don't. Advice from Kuan Yin deck. Call of the Dancing Crane. The dancing crane moves through the waters and muddy marshes with elegance and grace. Sometimes the waters of our emotional life become stagnant and will benefit from the healing movement. Grace and beauty of the dancing crane. The call of the dancing crane is a reminder that sound can be healing too. Explore movement, sound, and beauty to help you heal and release old emotions, become radiant and free. It's time to move out of that stagnancy. It's time to not see it one way anymore. Whatever that one way is, you're being pushed that, you know, going back to that palm, that emittance from that hand, it's like you're rejecting love. You're rejecting feel-good feelings, to feel that coming out from there instead of in that constant space of flow, how it's supposed to flow through us. It's like a rejection of the emotions. The card is confirmation, that beautiful uncaging. It wants to be unleashed. It wants to feel, but you're rejecting it. Taurus, I think the most valuable advice that I can give you is to sit with your emotions. If this is you, why are you fulfilling? Like, I feel like there's bits and pieces in this that's going to resonate for a lot of people. Understand the toxicity of obsessions and desires and codependencies and addictions, and how you're emotionally handling yourself. And I think right now, with that solar plexus and that sacral, that's our external world, okay? And you're looking at the external world as the problem, and I don't think that the external world is the problem. I think it's internal. Your emotions that are internal. You've got to be willing to open yourself to the discovery within, right? Like, I'm going to show you this card. Like, you go within. You go through that door, and past that is you. Into me I see. Looking into you. It's not external. It's you. You need to be worked on. You, yeah, confirmation. My nose is itching like crazy. This is about you. How you're handling, you know, the only cups I've got on the table for you guys is dispelling sadness and the 7 of Cups. That's it. Everything else is just like, I'm going to hang on for dear life and hopefully something works out. Like, you know, throwing what spaghetti at a wall, seeing what sticks. Another 7, by the way. 7s, 9s, and 10s, Taurus. I don't know, guys. That was, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that reading. That's all I know to say to that. If you guys found that this video resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share. Keep comments nice. Just saying. If you guys are interested in diving into your personal situation more so, that information is found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. And if you guys are interested in other products and services as well, you can check me out at holisticallyzenwv.com. There's my stores on there and all the things that I do, and you can read up on all the great products that we have, highly sustained, quality, all that good stuff. Taurus, I'm going to leave it here. I don't know what else to say. I just told Cancer too. Maybe we'll dive into a reading next week or something, again, to touch up on these energies. But these are major arcana. So you've got the Tower, the Devil, and the Strength card there. Could be dealing with a Leo. Again, a lot of fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Scorpio. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, guys. I don't know. I'm wishing you a great June, though. You know, whatever's going on, you know, do your best to get it together. Make it work. Turn things around for the positive. Went to shuffle. Healing the heart. There you go. Heal that heart space so you can move on, Taurus. All right? Sending you guys a ton of love. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.